Hello. Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hello, Homer. Hi. Hello, how are you today?
I'm great. How about you?
Oh, I'm doing well. Thank you for asking, by the way. So, tell me about your week.
My week?
Yes.
It was terrible because I was ill
Okay.
on Monday, Tuesday, and then I
Okay.
got better on Wednesday. I
Okay.
think that I think that I got over it. Yeah.
Oh, I'm so sorry to know that, bro. Yeah. So I want to talk about that, but I have a cold, so please give me a sec.
Okay.
Okay, sorry for letting you wait for that. That's my friend. He got a problem with his knee because of constantly playing football. Yes. So that's the reason why I bought him some medicines and then he just make a call and say something. Yeah. All right. So anyway, do you play football?
Yes, I love football, but I
Really?
haven't played for quite a long time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Like, is it because of your hectic schedule or because of
No,
your kind of health?
no, because I am too busy.
You're
Yeah,
too busy.
yeah.
You're
He'll
too busy.
he'll invited me to go to the football field all the time, but
Uh,
I just don't have time. I just want to
what?
focus on IELTS first. Probably
Yeah.
when I finish my test and
Mm,
achieve a certain score, then I
mm,
will go to the football field with Hill.
yeah. 8.5 or 9, right? I know that's score.
No, no,
No,
just
no, no. Okay. Seem like I
8.0 is
believe it.
enough.
8.0 is enough. Yeah. Oh,
Yeah.
like what's out the name of our friend then? Tree, right? He got it 8.0 for his overall
Yeah.
score in IELTS. Yeah. Oh my gosh. We are
What? He
like
got 9?
no 8.0. 8.0 in
Ah,
IELTS. Yeah.
yeah, he's awesome.
Yeah, that's really awesome of him, right? Because like if you want to get an 8.0 in speaking skills, probably you will have like two band score, in which you have to score like 8, um, or 9. Yeah, two band score for 8 and two band score for yeah, probably like if you like it is kind of for sure if you get the two band score for 9, then that the probability of you getting a like band day is for sure. So I guess like he gets something like fluency. No, I'm not sure about that, but the last time we have a talk, then his fluency is quite amazing. Yeah. So basically, oh, I feel stressed, feel stressed and under lots of pressure. Oh my,
Why?
our
Peer
friends so
pressure?
great. Like our friends so great, and then and then I looking back at myself and what I'm doing here right here. I like that's kind of no significant improvement in the way I speak, and then yeah, that's really stressful to me, at least.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But you know, I think she has taken the IELTS test for so many times, so probably he got on really well with the pressure in the exam room.
Yes,
Right?
that's right. Yeah, and we
Yeah.
are similar to that. Yeah, hopefully that in the future that we can celebrate our score together. We can sit in a bar like share. Yeah,
Yeah, for
finally we
sure.
made it, bro. I'm a tear and no sweat already paid off.
Yeah.
Looking forward to that date. So basically, like today we're gonna work on the actually we forgot to settling down the topic for today's speaking. So what do you think?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Uh,
What do you think? I recently I kind of what's the word? I have become more interested in animals and like activities, like entertainment activity for child and children. So what do you think? Or do you
yeah,
have any
it's okay.
other
We can talk about
topics?
animals and children. Yeah, it's great.
Okay. So with that being said, then let's go directly to okay, so here you want to go directly to the IELTS questions, or you want to have some kind of talk about the general basic and foundation about this topic?
Yeah, I think that we can like answer some IELTS questions, and while we
Yeah.
are answering, you can discuss
Oh,
more.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, makes sense. Makes sense. Let me translate it into English. No
Okay.
contract. This one does isn't it? Uh, let me see. Let me see. I should open the file next time. Podcast.
Yeah, but I had a look at all the topics. I think that there are no topics that are related to animals.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, let me see. So if that the case, then maybe like wow, I haven't thought about this before. So such a shame. Let me see. Let me see. All right. So if that the case, then let's talk about the wait. Here. The word I just saw it. I just saw it. Outdoor activity. Where is the word? Outdoor. Yeah. Oh,
Outdoor activities.
yes. Just saw it. Or
Okay.
have children. Here.
Yeah, children.
Yeah. Have children.
Your favorite topic.
Such a weird topic. Describe a time when you have a child. Okay, so first let's talk about children in general. What do you think about children nowadays?
Children nowadays.
Yeah, in terms of their like personality and their like what is the word for that?
I think that
interest. Yeah,
they are very talented. Children
they're very
nowadays.
talented.
Yeah, they're very talented. They are very precocious. This is understandable because they have access to the internet since they are very young, like 5 or 6 years old.
Oh, okay.
Probably they are given so many opportunities to go to YouTube or to use some search engines. Yeah, so they are connected to the world since they are very young. So this helps to widen their knowledge and broaden their horizons. So you can see on television, there are so many talented kids who are able to speak English very fluently, very naturally. And anything else?
I think they are kind of a fragile, the personality. I mean, because why talking about the fragile personality? Because like these days
Fragile?
yeah, fragile. They're quite sensitive to the comment and feedback, which is kind of negative. For to me, like I'm teaching a grade 6 student, like quite a lot, not one, but like quite many grade 6 students, and to me like they are quite sensitive to the feedback that they receive from the teachers. So if like a teacher who are strict and stern to every mistake that the student just make, probably the student not gonna engage. They are not gonna engage in the lesson as they used to be. That's one thing, and the second thing is the perseverance, because as you can see that these days they are easily losing interest in the thing that they are trying to get. For example, if they want to like in the past, if I don't understand a kind of a task or a math problem, I gonna go on. I gonna ask someone. I gonna think of on myself first. But students nowadays they don't do so. When they give them a difficult tasks, what they're gonna do is that they're gonna go on the YouTube or they go on the Google and they search for the answer for that one. It means that they are they stop or they just shun away from thinking on their own, and they depends on the extraneous information too much. So that's what from my observation, and I think like that's the response. Like we should blame on the availability of information on out there. Like there's no barrier to stop children from accessing those kind of information too early.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
You're right.
yeah. So
Yeah.
what should we do to stop that? Let's say what can we do to improve the independence of the students?
Reduce the independence or the dependence.
Or like improve the dependence. No, self-dependence.
Self-dependence?
Yeah, like
What do you
depend
mean?
on themselves rather than depends on the other.
Independence, right?
Yes.
To increase their independence.
Increase their independence.
Yeah.
It's mean like, yeah, that's right. Improve that. Can I say self-dependence? Does it sound weird?
Self-dependence.
Yeah.
I'm not so sure about that.
That's self-dependent here. Yeah. Like improve that. So what do you think?
Equal to independence. So I think the parents should definitely play a role. They should be the one that restrict the number of hours that they spend on social network or on the internet, trying to curb their appetite. So just like in my family, like I have 2 nieces. The bigger one is 5 years old, and every time when she goes back from her school, she just wants to watch cartoon on YouTube. I think that is really harmful. That is really that has like an adverse impact on her concentration, and you know, the cartoon on YouTube can really affect her personality. It kind of makes her it kind of affects her behavior, I would say. She becomes more aggressive when she is not allowed to watch television. So I think that parents should lay out the laws, should create some disciplines for children, like in order to restrict the amount of time that they spend on television. Yeah, I think that is like one of the most effective ways to prevent children from getting addicted to watching entertainment channels. Yeah.
However, as like these days, it's for sure that parents are aware of that kind of method, and they
I don't think
apply it. You don't think so? Like they just let the children just watch it whatever they want, how much they want.
Yeah, because they would have time to, do some household chores or to take care of their business. Yeah, they just let their children to watch television all the time, so that they would be, hands free to take care of their business. Yeah, to cook in the kitchen, something like that.
From experience, I agree with you on the point that we should restrict the amount of time that children should spend on watching the videos. Stop them from like watching on the indulgent, like stop them from indulging themselves in watching those kind of contents. However, but I believe that parents already apply everything they know for this problem, because like I know those kind of parents. I know one woman, and she has who has a boy who is addicted to playing video games and online games. Because of that, she applies so many rules on the way that she control her boys. For example, like she would like whenever she sees her son like watch video, she gonna she gonna scold that boy. She gonna ask like whether you finish your homework or not. At first the boy was afraid of those kind of punishment, but then he just felt nothing about that, and gradually he became like intact from that. Well, and what I'm trying to say is that even though that parents apply like everything they know in their limited knowledge to restrict the children from doing so, but the fact is that those are not effective as they sound. So I think from my point of view, I believe that we should change the environment in which the students or the children are living in. For example, if you got used to the watching videos at your home, but then now you are living or you are studying or you are staying in a new environment, say in your school or like in what is the better word for that? A communal place, and in which like there's so many strangers, so you're not gonna do the thing that you used to do in the past. So for example, if you stay in a school and then there's a television, then the teacher was there. Like, are you willing to open the television to watch your favorite channel? To me, I believe we are not able to do so because like we have the sense of regulation in our mind. So that is what I think. Changing the environment will affect the way that the children will behave in that new environment.
Hold on. It's so what do you mean by changing the environment?
So for example, instead of like letting the children spend most of his time or her time at home, now the parents will put the children into another environment such as school and extra classes, or yes, or even like they go for a campaign, like they go for a picnic for 12 days. So whatever it is, but the point is that we stop children from doing the thing that they used to do.
Okay, I got it. Like
Mhm.
let the children play outside instead of spending too much time indoors, right?
Oh, yes, yes, yes.
Mhm. It's gonna be beneficial for their physical health, right? Mm.
Um, like when you talk about like beneficial to the physical health, it's really depend like how much exercise they're gonna do in the outdoor environment, such as will they do exercise, will they do push up, will they like exercise their body? Yeah, but
No,
actually they
just running and chasing their friends are already good for their health. Yeah.
yes, yeah, it's
Instead of
really
like sitting still on their couch watching television, I think that
mm.
spending time outside is way better for their health. Yeah.
Yes, yes, and also they can breathe in fresh air, and then they can also like rewire. So there's so many things that they can do with outside activities, and one of the
Yeah.
most important thing that I can think of is that they can contact with many people, especially their friends. So some people they just like they enjoy doing so, and when they can talking with people, they can like get energetic again. So hopefully it makes sense. All right. So
Mm-hmm.
yeah, that's some kind of basic foundation, kind of foundational knowledge about this topic. So now let's moving on to this topic part two, talking about the time that you help a child. Do you want to have 1 minute for preparation, or you want to start now?
Uh, have to try it. I think I can start now.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah.
I don't
So
find preparation time useful.
really, me,
Yeah.
but I do. So yeah, in that case, so you gonna start first, and in that let me see. Actually, because I think that we should take use of the time that we are given, just like listening to the audio. With I guess like we should like practice like we are really in a exam room. So what do you say?
Yeah. So how how can we do that?
1 minute for preparation, and then
Uh,
just like usual,
okay.
just like
Okay.
usual. Yeah. Okay. So see here. Yeah, you have paper and pen by your side,
Right.
right? So yeah, 1 minute. Let me set up the time. Okay. Now we can start.
You can start.
And for
Uh,
preparation. Yeah. Hey,
okay.
the time is up.
All
Do you
right.
want to start first, or I can take the turn?
Yeah, I go first.
Okay. Yes, let's go.
All right. So a few years ago, I was living with my parents, and my older brother moved out because he had a little family. He had two kids, and I remember one time he sent a kid to my house. She was my niece. She was like a 4-year-old niece, but surprisingly, she was very interested in English. So I decided to spend all of the holiday helping her to improve her English skills. Um, and I was really amazed at how good her English was. She, although she was just 4 years old, she was able to remember so many vocabulary related to everything in the house, animals and flowers. And I think that even some adults wouldn't know some vocabulary related to flowers, but she was so amazing. She was so precocious. And another thing that I was amazed at her was that she was very good at pronunciation. She pronounced everything very correctly and very naturally. So I helped her. So I didn't have to help her to improve her pronunciation and to adjust her mouth position because it was so correct. So I helped her to maybe to tell a story and to put everything together in order to make a sentence. And she was very good at it. Over the course of the afternoon, she was able to tell some very basic things like asking how was I doing, and telling a little story about her day. After that, I felt really proud of my niece because she was very passionate of English, and I think that unlike any other children who could have asked me to turn on television or to show some cartoon on YouTube, my niece was actually very passionate about learning English, which was
Okay,
a huge
thank you.
advantage.
All right.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's 2 minutes 15 seconds. Good job. Now, yeah. So, do you often help kids, and how?
Actually, I usually have my niece to practice English, as I told you earlier, and I also have like a 1-year-old niece who is not able to stand. So I also help her to crawl, to keep her still, and she's learning to climb up stairs. So I also need to keep an eye on her. And the reason why I help these kids because their parents are sometimes busy, so I have like a little free time, in late afternoon. So I help my nieces to, the first one is to climb to stand, and the second one is to practice English. Yeah.
That's nice. Yes, thank you very much. Wow. So basically in your answer, I kind of understand kind of almost of your answer. There's one thing that it was a little bit struggling for you to answer it. So first I heard you say she was my niece. But because like to me like this the fact that she is your niece is it wouldn't change at all. So to me like I'm not sure like you use the right tense here. So you should check it first and let me know if my like this is not well I don't know the reason why, but then today I just lost all the words. So anyway, yes, that's the first thing. And the second thing is didn't help to help her. Yeah, I know like you are grammatically correct, but to me like the pronunciation of the word is it isn't clear enough. I am so maybe like you want to try another way to make it easier to understand, or at least make it easier for you to pronounce it.
Which word?
So yeah, I just didn't
the
have
phrase.
didn't have to help. Yeah,
Didn't have to help.
Yeah,
Didn't have to
it's just
help.
like so similar sounds. are put together. So yeah, that's just what I'm concerned now. Yeah.
Okay.
And overall, I think your performance is good, and I could understand almost everything. So yeah, good job.
Okay.
So now it's time to me. Like first, please ask me the question. I'll do my best. Okay.
Hold on.
So please let me know. Yeah.
Okay. Just start whenever you are ready.
All right. So I have provided so many support to many people around me because I'm a caring person. And one of which is my sister, and that's the one that I want to talk about because it's kind of unforgettable to me. So back in the time when she was in grade 6, at that time she was quite inferior in her math subject, and because of that reason, most of the time she was struggling with her learning. Then there was one day I saw her was struggling solving the math problems, and I saw her face to the point when it just became so horrible. And I know that she felt upset and depressed about her learning. So I just came there and then I provided my support, asking what can I do, what does she need. And actually at that time, she got a problem with calculation, so I show her the way to make the shortest calculation, and also I let her know the purpose of mathematics in general or numerics in specific is try to find the easiest way to solve the math problem, not to make it more complicated. And then it's just like a turning over leap for her, because from then I can see she making a lot of improvement on that. Such as the day after I saw her, she wasn't tired at math solving problem at all, and then I also see her felt quite exhilarated doing or learning math. To a day, then I got to know that she just applied to a special competition for math students, which was quite amazing to me, because just a kind of period ago, she yes.
Okay, great fluency. Yeah, but,
can you ask me one question in part 3 first before like giving the whole feedback? Yes.
So why is it necessary to do volunteer services?
Interesting question. To me, I'm not an expert in volunteer, so to answer this question, I would tell from my observation. Then I first and foremost, it's gonna uplift your CV or resume, whatever you want to call it. The fact is that if you can introduce yourself as a volunteer who already participated in many humanitarian projects, it's gonna make your potential employer impressed by your dedication to the humanity. The second thing is that if you do something voluntarily to the other, it will make you feel that you are spreading your value, and as a result, you feel that you become more valuable. Why do I say so? Because like from my own experience, then when I was working as a volunteer in as a teacher in a high school, back in the time when I was a university student. At that time, I felt really exhilarated.
It's a very long answer.
All right. Yes, thank you. Yeah, maybe because I like this question.
Okay, trying to keep your answer succinct. Yeah.
Yeah.
I know, for some questions you have a lot of ideas, but trying to give like a shorter answer. Yeah. Okay, so I think that you did great. Your answer is really good. But some expressions that I think they are quite unnatural a little bit, like
Yeah,
back in the time, right? It should be back in the day.
back in the time.
Can you look it up? Back in the time.
Yes.
Should be back in the day, right?
Here. Yeah. So this is
Go back in time. Go back in time is great.
Yeah.
You see the Cambridge dictionary.
Let me see. Yeah, because like I'm not sure why I know these words, but it just seems back in the time. Let me see whether say that. Yeah.
Back in the time. Okay. Okay, that's okay. If you can find it on YouTube, then it's okay.
Yeah.
And
yeah. So by the way, if like we yeah, so the problem is that if you're sure that the expression is wrong, then just let me know. But if you are just concerned about that, just so maybe you type it down so that I can search on the internet first before letting you know whether it's correct or not. Yeah.
And then you say, I am turning over the leaf for her.
Yeah, that's one is the thing that I was struggling, because I remember the term like turn over the leaf, but then I was trying to put it in as an adjective, so like overturning the leaf. It doesn't make sense to me, but I was on the mood, you're right, so I couldn't say a different thing. So what do you remember that term? Because I was struggling with this.
Turn over a new leaf, but you cannot turn over a new leaf for someone.
For the other, right? Yeah, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, just say you change her life or something like that.
Or make a significant improvement, or it was a milestone for her because seen that day, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It was a
doing a learning math.
Yeah, that was weird to me too. I was trying to say like while she was solving the math problem. So maybe I should say so. Solving the math problem.
Solving the math what? Problem.
Math problems. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Makes sense.
Yeah.
Okay, that's it. And I think that your answer is really great. You maintain your fluency throughout your answer, which is a great thing.
Oh my gosh, I was struggling a lot, especially trying to find the words. Like, I'm not so sure what is happening to me today, but then every word just disappeared. I was trying everything I could.
Yeah, because you tried to use a lot of
No, it's not by like trying to use. No. It's not never like trying to use the word I know. It's just like try to remember, try to describe it exactly how it was. And because of that, then I was in a problem of lacking of words.
Like the word turning over the leaf could have
at that time it was
simpler.
Yeah, right. So I guess like next time I need to, because like I was like thinking about that thing, so that I was trying to put it in a sentence. So it's not like I was like trying my best to use the word I just learned. It's just like because remember that I use it. but then
it's okay.
it failed.
If it springs to your mind first, then it's okay. But if you could have used a simpler expression and you didn't, and then you decided to choose like a more advanced words that could have affected your fluency, then to do it.
At that time, it's just like that's the first thing that I think of. So
okay, yeah, then it's okay. Why don't we like answer some part of your questions?
Yes, of course. So now let's moving on to the second question then, because like, I think that the first question you solved is quite great. Right? So again, moving on to the second question. In the second question is talk about the necessity, right? Do I pronounce it correctly? Necessity.
What? Necessary.
Necessary. Yeah. So when we talk about the necessity of the volunteer services, I was talking about the like it was considered as a uplifting point in your resume, and it also make you feel make you become more valuable. It gave a sense of being more valuable. So what do you think? What else should we talk about?
Well, there are so many benefits when you do when you become a volunteer. I think that you can widen your social network, your social circle, because when you engage in a volunteering activity, you get a chance to meet a lot of strangers who are like-minded people. So you have a great opportunity to communicate with them, to develop a new friendship. And I think that these people are very reliable and very trustworthy because they all do good things for free, right? So probably in the future, they might help you if you have any problems, if you have any difficulties in life, they might be there for you when you need them. And another benefit is I think that this is like a great opportunity to engage in an outdoor activity, because most volunteering work takes place outside, right? You help someone to build a hospital, you help the local people to maybe to solve a problem, to build something, to collect garbages, for example. I think that volunteering activities almost take place outside. So if you are like an office worker, or if you are like an English teacher and you don't have time outside, you spend too much time indoor, then this is like a great time for you to relax, to unwind, maybe to do some exercise outside. It's gonna be really good for your health.
It's gonna be great for our health, health, like
do wonder for your
beneficial. Yes, that's right. I agree with you on that point. So let's talk about the negativity of doing too much volunteering service. To me, I can point out one, like some newly graduated students, they believe that by doing the kind of voluntary activities, they would become better. They would have a better prospect in the career. To me, it's true that you can meet a lot of people. You can widen your horizon and social circles when you do those kind of activities. But at the same time, we should bear in mind that the people who pay for us doesn't like we got paid not because like we do so many good works for the other, but because we can make the companies money. And by like spending too much time on doing those kind of activities, the students can like they will reduce the amount of time available to develop their repertoire for like the other hard skills such as critical thinking and problem solving skills and those kind of work related skills. You may say that, okay, but when you do the like good voluntary activities for the other, you have to develop those kind of skills. But the skills in doing like kind of goodwill activities couldn't compare with the thing that you have to do at work, because they should be more stressful and they should be money centered.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So you mean that we might learn more practical skills when we work in an office rather than doing too much volunteering work?
Yeah,
right?
Spending too much time on voluntary work.
Yeah, okay, got it. Yeah, true. Anything else? Any negatives?
Oh, let me see.
Negative.
Yeah, like monetarily speaking, you do good thing for the other, especially volunteer services. You're not gonna get paid from that, or yeah, you can get some allowance, and that couldn't like sustain your life. So I could say that it should be considered as an unsustainable living style if you just depend on the income from those kind of activities.
Yeah, one possible drawback of doing voluntary is of doing volunteer is you might hurt yourself because you know, when you do volunteering work, it might involve like physically demanding work, like
Okay.
you have to grow crops or to grow vegetables, and then you have to use like cutlery, like a shovel or a knife. Sometimes if you are not careful, you can like injure yourself. Then, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah, this is not a good thing because yeah, we don't wanna have any potential risks while doing good things, right?
Yeah, that's right. And with that, and it leads to another thing is that why those kind of people need us to give the support. It should be because like it isn't like it doesn't generate money at all. So it means that no one is willing to pay for that. And when no one is willing to pay for that, it just means that the value that you bring to the society, or at least to those people who received it, it's just not big enough. So you are spending your time, your valuable time, the most valuable resource in your life for something that not really significant. Yeah. Right. No one willing to pay for it.
You're very practical, you know.
Yeah, impractical mindset. I'm an impractical mindset, but living like I'm leading a impractical mindset. No,
Very
actually,
materialistic.
not really. I must put it in this way. I'm leading an emotional lifestyle with a materialistic mindset. So even though I know that's a problem, but I still, yeah, give it for free because I know that these other knows it and needs it. So anyway.
But I think that when it comes to like volunteering work, we are trying to help people who are unable to do their jobs, right? Like we are helping those who suffer from disabilities. Yeah, they may lose their hands or lose their legs, and they are unable to maybe to grow crops or to grow vegetables. And you know, something that is physically demanding. So volunteers would be there to help them. Yeah, it doesn't mean that we do something that is useless, that doesn't create any profits. Yeah, we are helping them to yeah, to have a better life.
Okay, So I assume that the final purpose of doing so is to create a foundation for them so that they can like make their life become better. Because like if you're not doing so, so instead of doing so, you can give them money to make their life become better. Okay, but I assume that because you create a foundation for them to work on it.
Oh my
Okay,
God.
but then why not you just like you are so good at your work and then you just give money to the one who used to do that, to do so, who used to prepare for the crops, who good at ploughing. And then those kind of people are gonna do everything for you instead of you spend your time doing those kind of physically demanding work.
No, if you give them money, you are pampering them, you are spoiling them,
All right.
right?
Yeah, right. Yeah. So as I was saying, like you're trying to create a basic basement for them so that
Yeah.
they can work on from that. Yeah, and I think that's a good thing to do. To me, voluntary works should go along with kind of some requirements, like in order for you to get this thing, you have to do these things. And why do I say so? Because like if the life doesn't work like it, I'm gonna give you everything you want. So in like after volunteer work, we also need to remind them that nothing is free in life except for the cheese in the mouse trap. So so basically, like if they want to do something, they have to pour their sweat into it. And if they want to make their life become better, they need to pay the price. Maybe that the price for from the voluntary work should be lower than the real life that is really asked for. But at least they have to have some mindset of paying the price first before getting what they want.
Yeah, true.
Yeah. So now we can move to the third question. Then, what can schools do to develop students' awareness of volunteering?
Awareness of volunteering.
Yeah.
I think the schools already, did everything to spread the awareness of volunteering. I mean, you can see there are a lot of clubs in almost every single university in Vietnam. They have they promote the value of volunteering, and every summer we always have like volunteers, helping police officers to regulate the traffic flow and to instruct maybe students to go to the exam room, something like that. Okay. I mean, we have like a lot of people who are willing to do volunteering work, and
but the question is to develop the awareness, not to give them an opportunity to do so.
Yeah, I said so because we had so many clubs in universities, so I think that the best way to promote volunteering is to show pictures and videos of people doing volunteering. Probably when students see these videos, they might realize the importance of spreading kindness in society, like seeing how good people become, how benevolent they become after doing a good job, after helping other people, and probably they might develop like a passion or an interest for volunteering, and they may become like volunteers in the future.
Okay. And well, benevolent. Okay.
Benevolent.
Yeah, from my viewpoint, I agree with you, and I also think that by providing many stories through images and videos, the student can get to know what is happening out there, and then they could those kind of material can be considered as an inspiration for them to do goodwill things. And also we need to mention about a good result that the doers receive after finish those kind of activities. Yeah, so that's the first thing. What should I say about this? Yeah, telling the story, and also like they should give I want to talk about one thing related to this topic, which is about a perspective changed. So when we stay in a certain circumstance, then our perspective is fixed. For example, if you just live in a place where like smoking is quite a universal sense, so you think that okay, smoking is nothing bad. But then when you move to a city or some smoking prohibited places, then you know that it's turned out that smoking is not that kind of common things to do. So that we call perspective change. And why did I mention this one? Because when we let the students get to know the life out there, what are the people struggling with, then the children can nurture a dream in themselves, or at least they will know that their life, there are some people who are struggling much more than they are doing right now. So that would give them a sense of inequality in life, and also give them a sense of give them a motivation to make more effort in their studying, at least, so that they would not fall into those kind of horrible, impoverished situation.
I got your idea. Yeah, it's a very great idea. Like seeing so many people who are living in poverty, who do not have the necessary condition to go to school, to have a chance to pursue their education. Students might appreciate what they are having, right?
Yes, that's right.
Okay, yeah,
that's what's that.
Right. Yeah.
So then, so if that, then why don't we talk about the opposite? What school shouldn't do in order to raise the awareness of the volunteering?
No.
Yes. Or at least school or parents shouldn't do to raise the awareness of the students about volunteering.
Shouldn't do.
Okay, let me start first. To me, like if teachers like continuously speaking about the benefits of doing goodwill things instead of letting the students to do the work, then it's gonna become it's gonna gradually mundane to them, to the point that the student will feel tedious whenever the school mention about doing good things. So for example, you say that okay, you should have the oath, but then you didn't teach the student how to do so, or you didn't at least like show them how to do so. Then the children, okay, I know that, but how can I do it? Okay, when you said, you just say it. And then to the point, the student just say, okay, it's just what she said. It's not what we should do. As a result, it just they just don't grow any interest in hearing them anymore.
So I think that some universities in Vietnam are making volunteer services become mandatory. Like if students do not attend any volunteering activities, they would be like they would deduce some points from their academic results. So I think that this is this can have like a very adverse effect on students, because I think that volunteer services should not be mandatory. It should not be a must. It should be people should, students who are willing to sign up for volunteer services should have the will to choose. Yeah, it shouldn't be a must. So if students feel that they are forced to do volunteer services, then no one would have passion for it, because it is mandatory, right? And no one wants to be forced to do, something for free, right? So let's say, Minho, tomorrow come to my community and help all the people there, and you have to sacrifice your work and your time to do that, right? So I don't think it is necessary, and children should be given a choice, should be given like independence and autonomy to choose whether they should sign up for volunteer services or not.
I agree with you on that point. However, I believe that these days children are giving that kind of independence to do so. They are not required mandate compulsorily to do you have to be in a service.
I don't know how about in Ho Chi Minh, but in Hanoi, in my university, if you do like a volunteering work, then you will receive some plus point in your academic results, and if you don't, it's going to affect your final results. So who wants to be lower than other students, who wants their score to be lower than other students? So it may sound a very free will, but it is, underneath it is really mandatory.
Like making something like mandatory, making doing the voluntary activities as a mandatory things to do. It will change the nature of doing so. Instead of you are trying to have the other people, now you are trying to get a lot higher score. So now now it's mean like the purpose, it's not about like goodwill anymore. It's about getting the score, and until that you don't need scores anymore, that you don't have your intrinsic motivation to do the voluntary works. I agree. So okay, so now we come to the last question, which is about who benefits more from.
I think that that's it for today, because I got to go right now.
All right. All right, I got it. So it's such a entertaining.
So if you're free, this afternoon, then we can talk about it this afternoon. But I'm busy right now.
This afternoon, when you are talking about afternoon, it means like from 2 p.m.
Anytime.
Actually, today I'm quite a little bit busy, so maybe like next week then.
Okay, that's fine.
Anyway, talking with you, I never feel tired talking with you. So great time. Thank you.
Great time. Okay, bye bye. See ya.
Bye bye. See ya later.